Passing a budget tonight for the city of Warren came down to funding community development. That means funding for nonprofits that do a whole lot of good in Warren.
In the end, the budget was passed and community development funded, but getting there was not easy. It's now being suggested the whole department be reorganized. We have more details on dealing with the budget in Warren.
The vote by Warren City Council was 7-3. The 2017 budget passed, but not before one man in the audience objected to taking $233,000 from the Enterprise Fund, departments like water and sewer, to support community development.
What puzzles me is that I've heard several council members state they don't even exactly know what CD does. If this is true, I would think it to be prudent to have asked for an audit and accounting of that department.
Listening was Community Development Director Mike Keys, whose department needs the city's financial help because the federal government has decreased its funding. Without the $233,000 to pay community development staff, 26 nonprofit agencies in Warren would not have received the $175,000 promised them.
If you enter into an agreement, it is your obligation to fulfill that agreement.
At the pre-meeting caucus, Councilman Eddie COLBERT, who opposes allocating more money to administer programs than what's actually given out, was among those who agreed community development should not be hastily eliminated.
That it would be a travesty for the nonprofits not to receive the monies.
Councilman Dan Safera, who along with COLBERT and John Brown voted against the budget, suggested bringing in an outside company to take over economic development, saying there's no one in Warren that is qualified. It was also suggested that community development be reorganized, and Mayor Doug Franklin agrees.
We've embraced the idea that we need to look at how we can restructure that department.
After the meeting, his department now funded, Key said he welcomed a restructuring.
I think this now gives us an opportunity to present to council what our department already does and say, here's what we do. What would you like us to continue doing?
Now, Mayor Doug Franklin also read a letter from JAC Management, Eric Ryan's group that runs Warren's Packard Music Hall, describing what appears to be a successful year ending August 31st. Packard hosted 159 events, including 42 ticketed events, attended by 39,000 people, including 5 sellouts. The letter expressed hopes that improvements can be made to Packard, including parking, restrooms, seating, signage, office space, and the backstage areas.